This is Rashmi Ranjan welcoming you all to the channel UDAN-Change Management for All. I'm sure you are thoroughly liking the content of UDAN, where we are trying to bring the leadership qualities at the institutional level. We are also trying to share the change management processes taken by various schools, colleges, corporate and government organizations in India. In this session of UDAN, we are going to interview none other than a mentor of a highly esteemed school in Gorakhpur, Central Hindu School, where we are going to talk to none other than Mr. J.P.Sethi sir, who is having more than 3 decades of teaching experience and now is the director of this school. So we are going to talk to him on a burning agenda in today's society, that is social, in social context, the social bonding, the social restructuring which is going on within the family, within the society, and how education sector is touched by this continuously changing social context. So without wasting any time, let's welcome him to the channel and start talking to him on the various agendas. Sir, welcome you to the UDAN channel.
Thank you.
And on behalf of our viewers, sir, first of all, I would wish you and your team a very happy new year. My first question to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. My first question to you, sir, because I remember in December 2016, when UDAN was conceptualized by me, you were the first person who actually went through the entire content of the foundation program in change management, because that was the only program with which we started at that time, meant for the school students. So what did you find, because you being such a senior professional in the industry and giving very hard time to the people on content part, because you are very particular about the content, presentation, everything. What did you actually find so special in UDAN that you gave it a breakthrough at your esteemed school? And please, because I am very curious to know about it, sir. So kindly let me know, sir.
Mr. Rashmi, as I am a science student, and science I consider as truth, and truth is nothing like God. So when you came to me regarding UDAN, so I just thought to whom you are targeting. I think very much in your mind was the children which are growing, and I am also for the same purpose here. So I welcomed your concept, and I thought certainly you are providing the wings to my students to fly, and that was the very purpose of UDAN. And you, on the very first day of that gathering, you gave so nice ideas to my students that my students were thankful to you and they praised like anything, and some parents also welcomed your approach.
Great. So much, sir. Now, sir, the question which comes to my mind, because I know you as a person who is very fond of scientific methodologies, logic, because in your day-to-day conversation, you don't want to talk outdated things. You want to talk about contemporary, radical, logical things in your day-to-day things, because that is my experience while talking to you. You talk on data, you talk on statistics, you talk on entrepreneurship, you talk about new ideas, youth empowerment, gender equality, so many things you have spoken in length when we have been speaking with you or talking to you for last 2 years, sir. My question to you is, sir, in today's scenario in India, we find no dearth of quality teachers and all in the schools. Even parents talk about quality parenting at home. Then why is the growing intolerance among the children nowadays? Why do you think this intolerance is growing among the students, that they are becoming hyper at very silly things, they go to a level of committing crime? So what do you think actually is the reason behind all this growing intolerance?
I feel that in this technically developed age or environment, the children are well aware of all the world's events happening here and there. So they are hungry to achieve all those facilities which the highest capable person is providing to their children. Now they come out with some demands with the parents. Parents are trying hard to fulfill their dreams. Sometimes parents fail because they may be in crisis due to several reasons. And now when the demands are not fulfilled, the children just start comparing with those who are well equipped with all the facilities, and they feel somewhere how to get it. So they compel to the parents. If the parents are unable to fulfill, they change their track. They come on wrong path, and some other company or some peer group, they also cooperate them to spoil their own career. So collectively, I'm finding there is a lot of dearth of sanskars. Parents are not having time. Now the old ladies are of young generation. They don't have idea of all those stories where sanskars were related. Teachers are overloaded. They want to complete their course. Some for moral education, some books are prescribed, but it is my belief that morals cannot be taught through books. Morals can be taught only by providing a live model. In what way we speak, in what way we wear, in what way we interact with the children. So all these things, knowingly, unknowingly, in subconscious mind, they go deep into the mind of the children. So collectively, it is the duty of parents as well as of teachers and society and friends to grow the person whosoever is in contact in right direction. As people are not having clear-cut target where we want to go, where we want to send our child, where we want to provide the proper guidance to the children, somewhere schools are lagging, somewhere society is lagging, somewhere parents are lagging. So a very great intensive thinking is required how to check this problem.
Insight into that. So this reminds me, sir, of the Gurukul system of the Easter year, maybe several thousand years back, where the disciple was or the pupil was made to do all the, whether he belonged to any financial section of the society, he was under the guidance of a guru who was taking him through all the stages of life in advance, or maybe he was making him, empowering him to tackle those challenges at a particular stage of life. Means the entire life cycle was, he was exposed to that. The training was given to him in such a way that he was made to be mature. Now, do you sir feel that in today's education system, the Gurukul system exists anywhere? Do you find the Guru Shishya Parampara is still in the same format, or do you find that there has been a deterioration in that relationship? And what is the reason behind that deterioration?
I can say yes for both. It is deteriorating, but still it is existing. Okay. It is my observation, a true teacher is still being welcomed like anything. People are hungry and thirsty for those teachers, and they touch their feet today even, in whatsoever capacity they are. If the teacher is having substance, if the teacher is having teacher within herself or himself, the students are bound to bow. Students are bound to bow. And those students, I can say with great pride that I did my post-graduation in 1970. For the last 40 years, I am in education field. It was very much amazing for me that few days back, because previously, before this institution, I was in fertilizer inter college for the 25 years. So students of 87 to 90 batch, they decided collectively to call me. And to me alone, it was very astonishing why it is so. And on 23rd of December, there was a meet in Delhi. So because my son was here, I could not go over there, but they demanded one video message. I floated that video message that was spread over there. So why they called me? Because first thing, I became teacher willingly. I took this teaching profession as godly work, and very honestly, I justified it. And what return I have got, God has given me everything. Society has given me so much honor that I can't explain. And my students, my teachers, they love me like anything. I am not talking about myself. I am one of the examples. There are so many other teachers in this world, on this earth, which are being welcomed like that only. So I can say Gurukul is existing today even. It has not gone away. The thing is, You become Gurukul, your students will become Gurukul. It is not one way. If you are Gurukul, your students will be Gurukul. Your society will welcome you as a Gurukul teacher. So, and in modern age, certainly something are to be changed. So, we have to take care of the emotions of the students, their aspirations, their demands. So, we cannot escape. Today, it is required that both way we have to come forward. The students are supposed to come forward a little bit to sacrifice, and we are here to come forward to provide more and more to them.
Great, sir. Great input. So you brought a very important aspect of teacher by choice, not by compulsion. That was a line which I really appreciated, which I really respected what you said. So in one of my training program for the teachers, I was talking about the top 10 jobs to them, and I was saying that in my survey in the schools, students opt for being a bureaucrat, even up to the politician, doctor, engineer, but hardly anyone raises their hand to be a teacher. Okay. Now, in that reply, one of the teachers from a very reputed school mentioned that due to the horrible pay structure for a teacher, they are not able to motivate the students to be a teacher, their own son and daughter to be a teacher, because they are not satisfied with the maybe the salary structure of the teachers in their school. Now, how much do you agree to this statement? And that teacher was having maybe around 15-20 years of experience. Maybe one teacher who was sitting by side of her was also the Easter year student of her. So she also said, I agree with the ma'am because I was her student, and I also would never recommend my son and daughter or my students to be a teacher because the current salary structure of the teacher. And she was, I'm talking about a private school, well-to-do private school, but I don't know what salary are they expecting, or can salary really improve the standard of the education system in India, or what do you think that is the main reason for the deteriorating education system in India?
Salary of government teachers is sufficient. We cannot say it is less nowadays. Certainly in private schools, the salaries are not being paid according to their talents. So on this issue, some sort of system should be evolved either by society or by government, though at the time of affiliation by CBSE or state government, this is a compulsion that teachers should be paid either state salary or central salary. But in private institutions, still it's not going on somewhere. But as a matter of fact, salary is very big part, no doubt. Economical condition of a person certainly matters. But for teaching profession, some different type of temperament is required. And those who compromise with that salary and want to live like a teacher, they are still satisfied to work as a teacher. So certainly you are right. Salary is one part, but salary is not the only part. For becoming teacher, like APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Radha Krishnan, that was old time, but still at this age also, and in this present age also, many of the person are working as a teacher and feeling pleasure, because we have to curtail some of our unwanted ambitions, and we should confine to give something extraordinary to society. To give to society, money should not be the hurdle, and money is not the hurdle. The hurdle is our own temperament. So if you want to become teacher, you have to evolve a different type of mental culture.
I think this will really help many of the aspiring teacher to get a right mindset before they choose this profession, noble profession of teacher. So you mentioned the name Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and the question comes to my mind is, in the words of late Sri Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, three people create a beautiful nation: father, mother, and teacher.
Yes.
Yeah. So how much do you agree, and would you like to please, and we request you to little expedite and explain on this line, how father, mother and teacher only can create a beautiful nation? Why not someone else? Maybe doctors, engineers, architect. Why not? We would like to get insight into
APJ Abdul Kalam says that father, mother and teacher can make this society worth living, can make a people graceful to live. So everyone is father, mother and teacher. Everyone.
Yeah.
Whether doctor, he is a father also. He is a teacher somewhere also.
Yeah.
So it is not the case of mother, father and teacher we should take in broad concept. Everyone is. If you want to say the teacher is teaching to child, no, mother is the first teacher. So mother is teacher. Teacher also sometimes is a mother, teacher sometimes is also father. So mother, father, teacher, of course these are the terminology to be assigned to some particular profession, something like that. But everyone passes through these phases. Who is not teacher? A doctor is teaching to so many of his workers. Doctor is teaching to so many her patients. So it is as APJ Abdul Kalam said, he was confined to actual mother, father and teacher. Mother certainly, what type of money is bringing at home, how he is earning, what profession he is doing. So the child is observing. How the money is being spent over there, in what way with love and affection the food is being prepared at home by mother, in what way it is being served, or it is simply a pastime. Sometimes we observe that most of the children bring Maggie or pasta or something like this. So sometimes we feel pity. Why not their parents are so alert and cautious to care of the children? So their mother is failing somewhere, father is failing to bring unfair money in the home, teacher is failing either to motivate the students for tuitions or not performing his or her duty in the class even. So these type of shortcomings are not related with teacher, not related with father, not with mother. It is a society problem. Everyone in the society is contributing in her or his own way. Those good and evil both are within us, na? Good and evil both are within us. And every day, some part of the time of the day, 24 hours, is dominated by evil and some part of the time is dominated by goodness. So it is we only to spread our wings towards goodness. So more and more goodness if we keep in our mind, in our action, in our words, in our behavior, the society will blossom like anything.
Wow, greatly. I really do appreciate the kind of detailed input you have given on this. So my question the next question which comes to my mind is ethical issues. It is the big debate of the time. The ethics among the various people in the education system, right from the management to the students. Ethics has been talked and debated throughout the society. Now, where does the real ethics start for a child? Because that child will tomorrow grow up, he will grow as a youth, he will go to the college, later he will join a company, maybe he can decide to be a politician or later he can be a bureaucrat, whatever. I mean, the growth trajectory may be changing with the time, with the society. But ethics, where do you think that at what age does the ethics start for an individual and what are the things in which the current educational system should really emphasize on ethics building? I mean, because students are not aware about in young age what are their real ethics and what are the ethical values they should really value in their early age. Because even in the school curriculum, up to class 2 or 3 only moral science is being taught and it has never been considered a serious subject to be considered for a board examination. Neither a practical course is going on for moral values. It is just related to only theoretical concept that we need to talk truth with everyone, need to help others. But where are the real life scenarios where someone is walking the talk? They are only talking, but where is someone holding the hand and giving you some practical, making you face those practical examples by going maybe outdoors and doing some project work on behalf of the school. So what would you as a leading educationalist emphasize? How can we do this?
The journey of ethics starts from home, right from mother and father. How mother is treating the family members, husband, to kids, to in-laws, how she is taking care of neatness, cleanliness of house, how she is more willing and eager to serve family members with different type of mental as well as physical food. The ethics journey starts at home. Then when the child grows and come to school, it is the part of school also along with the family. The child remains in the vicinity of different friends, society, that is the third part where ethics are involved. So ethics chapter does not start or just does not end at one particular place. It is a composite responsibility of parents, school and society. When we blame others, we usually blame circumstances that what is this going on in this society, all corruption, this and that. But I say in this corrupt family to whom you say corrupt family, many people are growing by following the honest path. Many people have grown up, many people are growing. So it is you to choose the path, maybe little bit difficult to walk on that, but if your means are pious, your means are filled with goodness, the certainly output will be bright and pleasant. It is sure, Gita is a very good book to be followed, that you do your karma and right path. Certainly you will be rewarded today or tomorrow. Don't wait for that reward. Sometimes people don't know when he or she has been rewarded. The moment you do some good work and you see smiling faces around you due to that good work, you have got the reward, whether you consider it or not. If you consider that in materialistic form some reward should come, so that may come later, but for the moment, the pleasure, the santushti you feel, that is the biggest reward, I think so. So ethics is a composite responsibility of all, and moreover, by God's grace, somewhere it is within, we have to discover it. That's all.
Sir, coming to the personal side, do you think there is an age for retirement for a teacher and a doctor?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Why? Why do you?
Because basically teacher is a learner and there is no end of learning. So long your body is cooperating you, mind is cooperating you, you should go on teaching, you should go on involve yourself in serving the nation in different way. Some due to age factor, your field may change, but still you can serve the nation by your that skill.
Sir, people plan their life in maybe 4 to 5. We talked about Gurukul, then Grihasthashram, we talked about Vanprastha and all those stages of life. In today's scenario, because we don't go into that practice of Vanprastha and all that, how do you think when the person is about to retire, he's been given a last moment mentorship or guidance program by the corporate that after retirement, how should you lead your life? I have seen many of the corporate houses, I would not like to name because I am the trainer visiting faculty to leading corporate houses, government corporate houses, and there are programs for the retiring people, how you should spend the money and all those things. But everyone doesn't get this kind of mentorship for their retirement and all that. What is your word of advice? Being an educationalist, a professional, visited other countries also, you have been abroad and all for various reasons. What do you see? How do you compare the social context there in countries like US and all, and in India? What is the mindset about the retirement? Actually, the word called retirement, because I want to really emphasize, because my next question is related to this question only, which you are going to reply, sir.
As a matter of retirement, I don't consider there is any age of retirement. One basic thing is in my mind, I don't know about others. I have spent my young life simply by doing hard labor, because at that time my salary was not much and responsibilities were like this. But God has given me everything at right time. The basic thing is, I would like to say for young generation, with all materialistic achievements, one should not forget to do any one single good work every day. It should be the target of any ever target, better say it should be in nature, that what good work I have done today. Good work means to help, to spread smiling, to make your subordinates under comfort zone, or just make them laugh due to any of your action or words. So good work every day must be the prime object of our life, so we can also feel pleasure by doing that, and that will become our nature, and till the age of retirement we will become habitual of serving the nation by spreading goodness. So this is my message to the young generation, because young generation is not having time much. They are busy in enjoying everything what they have not got, they want to achieve very quickly. They forget that in return you have to give something to society. Society has given you a lot. So give something in the form of spreading goodness, pleasant environment, smiling, comfort, all these things, which is without spending much you can do. So that will give you more satisfaction.
Sir, you have given a detailed insight, and it brings to my mind a very burning question in today's society. In the social context, sir, we find that there is a growing negligence by the sons and daughters towards their parents who have retired or have crossed or have entered into the senior citizen tag. Several incidences, lakhs and lakhs of incidences are there happening on day-to-day basis, or we can see in our society, where the parents have gone into depression after they have retired from their job, and they are not finding the sufficient time, care, love and affection from their near and dear ones. Do you think, on one hand the youths are arguing on this agenda that today they need to gather all the luxuries of life at a very young age, actually, because on one hand they see that the founder of a leading world famous company says, if Bill Gates sir can retire at the age of 50, but I don't need to wait till 50, I'll retire by 45 because I am more successful. The youth have taken it in this context that if he is thinking of retiring at the age of 45, why should I wait till 60? So every youth is competing with each other to gather luxury at the earliest age. Now, but at the same time, they are also not happy within. In the rush for money and luxury, several things have been compromised: peace of mind, health issues, family bonding, and so many other agenda. What do you think, sir? How can you create an equilibrium in the society between the seniors and the juniors in the family? And what needs to be taken care on most urgent basis, knowing all this scenario?
This bondage of family members between son parents, daughter parents, they have become nowadays very, very complex due to extraordinary modernization. But the young generation must open their eye timely that all the so-called retired or achievers have come to the conclusion that the real life is to give to the society. Ajit Premji, Tata, Ambani, Bill Gates, they in so early age they have realized that pleasure is in giving. How much one wants to achieve? How much? Is there any limit? If you go on running for that and leave behind the bondage of love and affection by which you have grown up, tomorrow this young generation will also have to face the similar type of tragedy. So it is the time to awaken this young generation, open your eyes as early as possible. You are right to say the parents are just in the race of growing their children, are giving everything to them. So my humble advice is that for old age, parents should be alert enough and something should be kept. After their departure, they should hand over to the children.
Sir, coming towards that, because we have discussed on various social factors, in context of Gorakhpur, sir, Gorakhpur or Purvanchal as a region, maybe a decade back, it was not known for education. It was educationally backward area, considered to be in terms of infrastructure, quality of maybe teachers, because several hundreds of teachers migrated from this place to bigger cities, the quality teachers I'm talking about. Few people who were left behind like you have really given a lot to the society. Now, do you really think Gorakhpur has the capacity to attract the best of the talent to this place? If yes, how? And if no, what needs to be done to attract and retain the quality teachers in this region so that the students get the quality education without migrating to the bigger cities like Lucknow, Delhi, or even Kanpur, or to the western UP part, and etc. So what have you got an insight on this?
My belief is that Gorakhpur has a great potential to attract the talents, to evolve the talents. Talents are here, talented personalities are here, and in Gorakhpur University also, in many of the educational field, many of the educational people, they are running 6-7 schools. They are serving the nation, they are serving Gorakhpur like anything, like Ajay Shahi, Nawals, Ranjan Mishra, and Central Academy people. Those who are having many branches. Different purposes are being solved by running all these schools, but the basic purpose is being solved. They are spreading education. Right. Why to talk about negative part? Why not talking? We should talk about positive part. So if these type of people would not have come on the surface, this education field, this Gorakhpur would not have become the education hub. It has become education hub by some noble people. There are many other people, those who are just for the sake of serving the society, they are opening good schools. And now this network is being spread in villages also. Earning is one part. There is no harm in earning. There is no harm if someone is doing some work. So earning is no harm. Absolutely. But at least now in villages also we are providing very, very good education. And scope is still open. And today or tomorrow, Gorakhpur will be on the map of world. It is my wish, and it is my inside. I can't say it. It is. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it for the coming years that Gorakhpur will be one of the biggest education hub, talent hub on the map of world.
Sir, it was pleasure talking to you for this time. What word of advice would you like to give to the project UDAN for its flourishing in the education sector, and what new would you like us to come up so that the society is benefited by such project?
I can say, if you would have not come to me today, I would have not expressed my inner self. So go on contacting people in the society. Sometimes what they express, they start living after expression. Many of the people to whom you have not touched still, go on touching, spread your wings in different educational institutes, go on spreading wings in LIC, banks, where the people are working. The only thing, they are spending the same time, but during spending of same time, they can spend in more better way, with more pleasant way, by giving this concept of UDAN. UDAN means you have just spread your wings and fly. The only thing you have to make them realize, you have wonderful wings, you have wonderful place to go. Just spread your wings, fly and touch the target.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot for sparing your valuable time for the channel UDAN and sharing a lot of detailed insight out of your huge experience of close to 4 decades now.
My name is Rashmi, and Rashmi means Kiran. It is spreading from some tiny source, and that will enlighten the whole society.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It's a blessing. Thank you so much, and we take your leave to join you again on a new agenda next time on channel UDAN. So thank you once. So viewers, I'm sure you must have thoroughly liked the content what we have discussed and shared by none other than the mentor of Central Hindu School, Mr. J.P.Sethi sir. I'm sure next time we are going to talk to him on a new burning topic faced by the society, and through UDAN we are trying to bring a new renaissance of radical and quality thought, process and action in the society so that India is not far behind the developed nation in all contexts. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time to our channel. Keep sharing and subscribe to the channel UDAN. Thank you so much.